Moving on, after the Taliban swept in Kabul, residents are desperate to flee Afghanistan's beleaguered capital. Scores of Afghans crowded the Kabul International Airport. There were some scuffles among people unable to get a place as departures were stopped. According to two senior U.S. military officials, commercial flights were suspended after sporadic gunfire erupted at the Kabul airport. Another eyewitness video showed people shouting inside an Istanbul-bound flight that reportedly could not take off. Urging Taliban to allow Afghans and other nationals to leave the country, more than 60 nations have issued a joint statement saying Afghans and international citizens who want to leave Afghanistan must be allowed to depart. The U.S. State Department added that airports and border crossings must remain open. It also added that those in positions of power and authority across Afghanistan bear responsibility and accountability for the protection of human life and property and for the immediate restoration of security and civil order. The Afghan people deserve to live in safety, security and dignity. This joint statement was signed by countries including Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Qatar and the United Kingdom. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul suspended operations and warned Americans to shelter in place and not to try to get to the airport. According to a State Department official, almost all U.S. Embassy personnel have been relocated to a facility at the Hamid Karzai International Airport. United States is taking steps to secure Kabul's international airport to enable the safe departure of thousands by civilians and military flights. Now, several hundred employees of the U.S. Embassy in Kabul have already been evacuated from Afghanistan. Accelerating evacuation efforts, the United States has sent 6,000 troops to the airport to fly out embassy personnel as well as Afghan interpreters. Also, part of the departure plan are thousands of Afghans eligible for U.S. special immigrant visas. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has played down America's hasty exit, still calling it a successful mission.
Let's take a step back. This is manifestly not Saigon. We're working to make sure that our personnel are safe and secure. We're relocating the men and women of our embassy to a location at the airport. It's why the President sent in a number of forces to make sure that as we continue to draw down our diplomatic presence, we do it in a safe and orderly fashion.
UK troops have also arrived in Kabul to aid British nationals and diplomats still in the country.
At all times, because we don't know where they're all coming from.
How's it going? You good?
European nations and EU are also scrambling to evacuate their citizens and local staff from Kabul. In a tweet, French ambassador to Afghanistan David Marrenton showed himself in a helicopter leaving the heavily fortified green zone. Germany has also shuttered its embassy in Kabul and it is preparing to send military transport planes to evacuate as many Germans and local Afghan helpers as possible. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.